Yo, yo, yo! Don't forget to check us out on all our social medias. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, we're on them all. So yeah, it's your boy Minyon from AllCast Irish Gamers. And guess what? It's Minyon's Recipes time! Who would have bloody guessed this? And I'm back with a great deck. It's one of my personal favourites. Awesome deck. The Dragon Link deck. Now, this is Link Evolution, so I'm missing a lot of good cards that makes this deck what it is. But this is the best you're going to get in Link Evolution. Take it or leave it, guys. So I've basically been sleeping on Dragon Link for a long time now. Very underrated deck. It did get hit a bit in the recent ban list, which is why I'm not including a few cards like LP, but it's such a good deck. So we're going to start it off, 2 copies of Absolute Dragon. Very versatile card. It's a free special summon on the field if you've got a rocket monster already on the field, and it's also one of your main searchers if it's sent to the graveyard. Doesn't matter how it's sent, it just searches. We got 2 copies of Ash Blossom because of course Link Evolution requires you to only have 2. It's semi-limited, but it's a top card. We've also got the Black Serpent guy. He's very good special summon, and 3 copies of Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. Now 3 might be a bit overkill, so you might want to side out a copy if you want, if you find you're getting too many of them and you can't summon it. But it's very, very good. It's got 3 effects. Depending on the cards you banish for it, you can activate those effects. Each one of them is great in all situations. Galactic Spiral Dragon is just an also free special summon if you've got 2 monsters of light and dark on the field. It also has this real niche effect where you can make all monsters on your side of the field level 8 for a turn, which is just top for going into your rank 8 plays, so definitely recommend 3 of him. We've also got a few kind of rocket filler cards that do come in handy sometimes, but they're mainly just there because they're rockets and you can summon them with Boot Sector Launch and Rocket Tracer and stuff. You got 2 copies of Nebula Dragon. Nebula Dragon being another key card, which is getting 2 level 8s on the field, lickety split, no messing around, and you just jump straight into one of your rank plays and get out Hope Harbinger or something like that. He also has a great graveyard effect to allow you to recycle a monster from your graveyard back to your hand at level 4. So really, really good card. Do recommend 2 though, 3 is a bit much. So definitely want to focus on your rank 8s because they're going to come in handy because they're so easy to special summon. You don't have to go into rank 8 plays, you can just go into link plays with them, so it's your call. Rocket Synchron, we got 2 copies of him in there. I haven't really maxed out on all the rocket cards because you're going to recycle them, you're going to reuse them, and hopefully you're going to get the job done the first few times you use them. Borolo Dragon is one of your go-tos. If you can make him straight away. Try and make him with as high a link monster as you can, because obviously he gets a negate for each link kind of level that they are. Very, very good card. Rocket Tracer being one of your key cards, you're going to go straight for him with quick launch, and his effect is a quick effect, so if they try to bottomless trap hole him or something like that, he can just boom, activate his effect, and he ends up going to the graveyard and not being banished because his effect takes effect before their trap card. So just really good card. He does lock you into dragon monsters, or dark monsters, so be aware of that. We've also got Starliege, Sayfreight, or Fresh, whatever his name is. Top card. Great for recycling, great for just getting monsters into your graveyard, and at the same time, getting cards out of your deck. You're going to go straight for Legionnaire pretty much every time with this guy. But he's also good for getting a level 8 monster from your graveyard back to your hand. Just really, really good card. White Dragon, because obviously we've got the Black Dragon. And Boot Sector Launch. Wow, this is a great card. Just 2 special summons. If your opponent has more monsters than you do, you can activate it and special summon them from your graveyard. So all round great card. You really want to go into that as soon as possible. Dragon's Ravine, another good card. Sometimes you might not have a card to discard from your hand, so be careful. Lightning Storm, I've got 1 of, Monster Reborn 1 of, and Pot of Avarice 1 of. Now, you could go with doubles of maybe Pot of Avarice or Lightning Storm, but just 1 of seemed to work for me in this deck. And Pot of Avarice, very, very underrated because it allows you to reset all your extra deck monsters and go at it again. Quick Launch is probably one of the few rocket cards I've got 3 of because it's just essential. Free special summon from the deck. You're going to use it for a link play, it's never going to destroy itself. Trade-ins, 2 of them. World Legacy Guard Dragon. Another great extender. I mean, it's a special summon from the graveyard and allows you to move cards around to work with LP. And of course, wouldn't be a good deck without 3 infinite permanents. Gotta have 3 of them in there. Brilliant hand trap. Onto the extra deck now, and we're going to start off with the king himself, Borrowload Savage Dragon. Even if you can just get this guy on the field with just 1 negate on him, I mean, it's disruption, it's interruption, it's going to stop your opponent's plays. Gotta have as many links on him as possible, but 1 will do. We've got 1 Dingirsu, we've got number 100. He's very good as well. I mean, he's an OTK enabler. Just don't make the mistake I made. If you get him out through number 97, then he's the only monster who can attack, and then yeah, you can't do much with him. If you attack a monster with him, make sure they're in attack mode. 17,000 attack will probably finish the game. Number 107 as well, because he might be situational, depends who you want to bring out. If you're going second, I'd go for him. If you're going first, go Hope Harbinger. So Hope Harbinger will be that magic card negate that spell card negate that you need. Now they can play around him obviously with monster effects, so that's why you're going to want to have Borrowload alongside him. Number 97 is going to be the best way of getting Hope Harbinger, or 107 on the field, or number 100. He's just a great card. You make him with 2 rank 8s and he just special summons a number monster. It's really, really good. Definitely recommend him if you like going for those OTKs with your number 100. Like I said, gotta go for the juggler with that card. He's the only card who can attack when you bring him out. So yeah, don't get caught out like I did. We got Borrow Sword, just a game ender. But what more can you say about him? I mean, he's so easy to summon as well, because you can just spam monsters with D-Link. You get him out, you get another monster on the field, you get 2 attacks, and it's basically game. You use your Levianeer to clear their field, you attack once, change them, attack again, bing bash bosh, game is won. We've got 1 copy of Halqui Fibrax, because yeah, you're going to need Halqui Fibrax every now and again. He's just a really good way of going into a Link 2 play. Then he'll special summon a tuner from the deck. You're probably going to go for Rocket Synchron, and it all snowballs from there. Romulus as well. Sometimes I get locked out of summoning him because he's wind, so you need to summon him early in your combo to get the Dragon's Ravine after you do your Boot Sector launch. I don't really have any other Dragoonity main deck monsters, so you're mainly just using them to get the Dragon's Ravine search. We've also got Guard Dragon Pisty. Really good card, but again, he's kind of situational because you need to have the link arrows pointing where you need them to point, and then you're allowed special summon from remove from play or your graveyard. But yeah, he's a good extender, will lock you into dragons, so yeah, watch out for that. As soon as you use his effect, just link him away for something else, and then you can go into your other plays. Now you can also go Quad Borrow Dragon. I messed around with him in my real life deck. He's good. Or you can go 2 Helioses. So the nightmare cards are up to you. You can remove them if you want, stick in Quad Borrow and another sphere, Heavenly Sphere, and roll with that. But I find sometimes the nightmares come in handy. I mean, it's Nightmare Unicorn spins them back to the deck. Nightmare Phoenix will destroy a back row. So yeah, it's your call really. Gotta have Striker Dragon. I didn't go with more than 1 because he's limited on the ban list now. I like to go by the modern ban list, but this is Link Evolution, so yeah, your prerogative. Onto the side deck, 3 Phantasme, because if you're running against someone who's just Link, Phantasme, side him in. Very effective card. He also has that discard a card to stop a card effect, but you're hardly going to use that. You're mainly going to use him for the draw and interruption. 3 Nibiru, because he's Nibiru. You got another Boot Sector launch in case you need it. Caught by the Grave, in case you're running against someone with just a plentiful, or whatever the word is, of hand traps. Just loads of hand traps. Stick in Caught by the Grave. Got Foolish Burial to send Absolute Dragon. A bit of back row removal, and of course 3 Solemn Strikes. If you know you're going first, round 2, you stick in Solemn Strike. One of the best trap cards in the game. Now I've included this clip here near the end because I have actually used this deck online against people. I know, crazy, right? I thought no one else played this game anymore except for me, but it turns out they do. You just have to go and host a game. Don't go and search for a game, host a game in ranked, and you will more than likely come across someone. They will join your game and you'll be able to play against them. So I played competitively with this deck to try it out, to see does it cut it as a Dragon Link deck online, and it bloody does. I played a few games, but this was the main game I wanted to specify. Going second, it's just a monster of a deck. There's not much your opponent can really do. I mean, even if they try to stop you, majority of the time you can just play through whatever they try to stop you with, and you can just keep on going. So, I opened up strong. I got Rocket Tracer out with quick launch, went into Star Liege, got rid of the 2 cards. Who am I going for? No brainer, you're going for Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. That's all good so far, but you're not quite done yet. You need a few more combos to keep this thing rolling. So you jump into Striker Dragon, he'll add your Boot Sector launch. Nice one, I need that. Pop that down on the field, and yeah, it's all gravy from there. I mean, you use your Boot Sector launch to you can use Striker Dragon's effect, I suppose. Recycle a monster from the graveyard. Just think about it, we haven't used our we did use a normal summon, but no, now you pop the Boot Sector launch because your opponent has 2 more monsters than you do. Get your Rocket Tracer on the field, activate his effect, destroy a card on the field, special summon a rocket from your deck, and all of this from our opening hand. Like, this is majority of the time you're going to be able to do this combo. I guarantee you'll make Borreload Savage Dragon with ease with this deck. The only hard part is making sure you've got the relevant Link monster in your graveyard first, otherwise he's kinda useless. So yeah, watch out for that. Then you go into Legionnaire, remove the light and dark monsters, and pop 2 cards on the field without targeting, therefore not triggering his monster's effect, because it only happens when it's targeted. So bye bye. But you can also use this effect to remove a card from their hand if you're going first, which can also help. But yeah, it's pretty much game over from here. I've got Legionnaire, I've got Borreload, and once you negate the next move, he doesn't have a comeback for it. I also had the Infinite Permanence face down. Game over! Yeah, so you're going to get that a lot with Dragon Link. Once you get to a point where your opponent knows they're screwed, they're just going to scoop. So try and get to that moment as quickly as you can. That's my best advice I can give there. But seriously, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment on the video and let me know what you think of this deck and what you would change. Thanks for watching. See you next time.